My name is Jon Arnold. I'm the Worldwide Managing Director for Power and Utilities for Microsoft. Well, historically, the power and utilities industry has been very siloed. You've got the generation, you've got transmission, you've got distribution, you've got the customer side. And there really wasn't a lot of integration between them. But with the collision of energy and the environment, it's changing all that. It's a revolution in place. And utilities are finding that they have to put new systems in place. They have to integrate across the value chain to meet the new regulations around climate change, to incorporate new power generation solutions like wind and solar, and also towards the customer end, electric vehicles have to be in play, and bring the customer into a new customer connection. It's a tremendous challenge. It actually makes putting a man on the moon look like child's play in terms of being able to manage this. Well, if you look at utilities, certainly I think number one, they've been challenged from a climate perspective and certainly the regulatory environment around it. A lot of uncertainty. And so, what they think today may not be what's going to happen in the future and how to prepare for that. The second thing is operational efficiency and business insight to operations. Historically, it's been for the most part, been a system of metal wires and metal devices and not a lot of intelligence. So all of a sudden, with the demands of the smart grid, climate change, and new regulation, they've got to be able to get business insight from these systems, be able to inject new technologies in there, to be able to meet the demands of climate change and certainly all those other things like solar and nuclear, and as well as electric vehicles. The second thing is certainly the aging workforce. It's one of the industries that over the next 5 to 10 years, over 50% of the workforce is going to retire. They need to capture that knowledge, and also they need to be able to attract the brightest of the engineering schools to meet the challenges that they have in front of them. And they can't do it with stone knives and pitchforks. They've got to be able to do it with modern technology. So an introduction there. And certainly the consumerization of energy technology is the key. The key to the whole energy, the new energy, smart energy ecosystem as we call it, is how you integrate the customer, the new customer connection, and make that part of the value chain. So those are some of the challenges that utilities have in front of them. Well, we've been working with a number of partners across our value chain, and we've created our Smart Energy Reference Architecture, which serves as a foundation. And I've been a CIO for a number of years, and I'd be on panels, and every year, what's the biggest challenge you have? It's integration, integration, integration. So what we're trying to do is as we deliver these new systems, whether it's in power generation, whether it's a distribution management system, smart metering, or new customer systems, as we work with our partners to deliver those systems and innovations they need to address the challenges, is also provide this prescriptive architecture that not only works with what utilities have in place today and allows them to integrate the new technologies that are coming, but also sets them up for future for the new systems that maybe they don't know they need. And so have a very agile architecture, very prescriptive guidance that with our partners, we can help utilities be successful today and tomorrow. Well, certainly, if you look at power and utilities and where we've been, as I mentioned before, being a system of metal wires and metal devices, and you get this injection of all this sensors and new systems and renewable energy and electric vehicles, certainly the vision has to change dramatically. How you manage information, how you gain business insight, big data is going to be a tremendous factor in how utilities manage that. So being able to provide this, what we call the smart energy ecosystem with our smart energy reference architecture, the ability to be able to look at these systems, to be able to only use the data that you need, maybe things like complex event processing on the edge, so you only bring the data in that you actually need to be able to work on, that business insights, you can make decisions much faster in all those real-time situations you're dealing in, whether it's the intermittent solar or wind farms, or it's electric vehicles and how you direct charging. Those are the things that you can't do that without technology. You can't do that without integrated systems. And at Microsoft, we have the products, we have the partners that can make all that happen at a very low cost and very fast. Oh, certainly. Because if you look at what's happening to the power industry, the utility industry, around that power delivery, it's all about devices. It's all about whether the device is a meter, whether it's a thermostat in the house, whether it's a electric vehicle, whether it's, distributed power plants. So we're seeing now what utilities are doing. They're looking at these, all these many devices, all these many systems, and these assets that are popping up. And we're seeing them to use the cloud to be able to aggregate those devices, that information into the cloud, and then be able to bring it back out, and whether it's on a phone, whether it's on a tablet, a slate, or a PC, be able to make those decisions. And we've got customers around the world doing that now, and partners developing solutions to meet those needs.